chose a law firm. It was very different from what I did from college to I did a year of university.
Okay.
And while I was at uni, everyone else was doing law.
£500, day's holiday. Well, it used to be 500. I think we've reduced it a bit now because it's just everyone kept winning £500. It's like it was magnetic. And
when I was younger, I was very much like, I need to figure out what I want to do, and I've got to stick to that. I can't change. And that was probably when I was doing my GCSEs, and then I've changed 3 times into what I want to do.
Have you? Hello, everybody, and welcome to Fishers on the Case. This is the podcast where we talk to legal professionals, our own staff, business owners and other industry experts about their lives in association with the law. My name's Amanda Payne and I'm the host of Fishers on the Case and CEO of Fishers Solicitors. We're based in Ashby-de-la-Zouch, Derby and Tamworth. So today I've got one of my colleagues with me, May. May, if you'd like to introduce yourself and tell us what you do at Fishers.
Hi, I'm May Harriman and I'm a Business Apprentice here at Fishers Solicitors. My job role varies quite a lot.
Okay, tell us a bit more. What do you do on a day-to-day basis?
So on a day-to-day basis, I am now doing conveyancing post, which is scanning, pinning, and informing the fee earner when their post is ready for them.
You said pinning. What does that mean?
So we have a platform called Practice Management Solutions, which is PMS, and all of our online files are on there. So you have to change it from the FTP folder, which it is scanned into our platform onto the file.
Okay, so you're saving incoming post onto our electronic files?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Brilliant. What else do you do?
I help manage our review solicitors platform. So every month I go through the bills from that month and check which ones have had their final invoice sent. I then send the client a review request and hopefully the client reviews and it's a lovely review and then I reply to it.
Okay, brilliant. So why a law firm? Why did you want to join a law firm?
I chose a law firm. It was very different from what I did from college to I did a year of university.
Okay.
And while I was at uni, everyone else was doing law and everyone seemed really interested in law.
What were you studying at university?
Yeah, I was doing psychology at university, and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't really for me. And I kind of realised that midway through and started looking to other options, really, because I wanted to go into a workplace as well as study. I didn't want to just study anymore.
Okay. So the apprenticeship route really suited you then?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then when I saw Fishers, I originally came for a conveyancing one, and then panned into the one which was more HR related and reception, which is...
Yes, you also cover reception as well, don't you? Meeting and greeting clients.
Yeah.
So has anybody in your family influenced you in terms of your career choice?
My mum, mainly, because she works kind of in financial advisors, and I've always kind of admired my mum for what she does.
Okay.
And power planning and things like that. So I just looked at her and was like, I want that.
Yeah, so office-based work.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, helping people, advising people.
Yeah.
Sort of where you see yourself going and heading towards similar sort of role.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the best thing about working at Fishers?
I enjoy working with the people at Fishers. Everyone seems to be lovely all of the time. And over the past over a year now that I've been here, you just build those work relationships. And you enjoy coming to work. You don't think, I don't want to go tomorrow, it's Monday. It's nice to come to work and everyone be happy and working together.
Yeah. And how would you describe Fishers in only 3 words? What words would you choose?
Positive.
Yeah.
Professional. And the last one. I'd say fun. Okay. We have a lot of fun.
We do.
We do.
Because you're involved with the charity and social committee as well.
Yeah, I am.
So what sort of things do you talk about around that table in those meetings?
So we have our social lunches that we plan. It's now every 2 months. And we always try to make a theme. So we're going to have a Halloween one for October. And the last one was quiz themed. We had a nice time. It was very much like a back to school August, all the kids had gone back, and we like to organise it around what's going on that month. At the moment, we're planning our quiz for November, which is very exciting. And I'm organising the people that are coming, helping put them into teams, and sending out confirmations when people have booked. So,
and how are the charities chosen? Do you know?
The charities each year, I believe, we voted this year for our charities and what we would prefer. And the staff voted, and then it goes to the charity committee and then to the directors. Okay.
So you've been here obviously over a year, so you will have had a chance to spin the birthday wheel when it was your birthday. What did you win?
I won an extra day's annual leave, so I was very happy with that. And my birthday falls in March, and obviously annual leave renews in April, so I was like, I'm going to use that day.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah.
And what do you like doing outside of work?
I used to like running a lot, and then I've had a knee injury, so I can't do it at the moment. But just walking, going out and having spontaneous days out. I like an unplanned day.
Do you? You like surprises?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And is there anything that you would like to change at Fishers? Anything you'd like to suggest that could be done any better or done a little bit differently?
I wouldn't say so. Everything changes quite a lot. So we change, obviously, everything really. If something's not working well, it's very quickly acted on. So, and we have our suggestions box now. So anything we think of that we just think that could be a bit better, or I wish we could do this, we can pop in there and it gets reviewed.
I was going to ask you about, I
do work fire marshal.
Oh yeah, shall I ask you about that? That's exciting.
First aiding.
Ivers.
Yeah.
She's got the Ivers.
Weekly fire alarm.
So what other responsibilities have you got with your role at Fishers?
So I'm a fire marshal and a first aider. So weekly I test the fire alarm on a Friday afternoon, and the emergency lights. And we have every 6 months a fire test, which the staff don't know about and some staff aren't happy about.
That when we all have to go outside and not supposed to put your coat on.
Can't put your coat on straight outside.
Not allowed.
So that's nice. And Fishers give you a benefit for that. So this year, per role that you have, you get a £50 voucher. So it's very nice to have that reward.
And you're first aider as well, did you say?
First aider as well, yeah.
So you've been on the courses?
Been on all the courses. Did a health and safety course as well with my line manager. So it's all just very informative and it's constant training. There's always opportunities to be able to train in so many different things.
And how does your course that you're on work sort of in conjunction with working in Fishers? How does it sort of gel together?
An admin course, so it's very informative into which a private sector is, public sectors and things like that. And it's our exams is mainly about admin work. So if you're wanting to go into a legal secretary role, it's going to help you with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that where you see your future?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Good. Good. That's exciting then. When do you finish your apprenticeship?
January the 8th.
Not too long to go.
Not too far.
Brilliant. So part of the podcast is that I ask our guests questions they can ask of me. So we call this Turning Tables. Is there anything that you'd like to ask me?
How long have you been in conveyancing?
I first started in conveyancing in 1986, so I'm not really going to count the number of years. Yeah, I know. I'm so old. But I did start off as a secretary and I got qualified later on in my career, so I'm a bit topsy-turvy. I didn't do the traditional route of go to university and then law school and then a training contract.
And then
a lawyer. So I did my career the other way around.
I like that though, because there's so many different ways of doing things now. There's Silex, there's so many different ways. And
you can even qualify to be a solicitor and start off as an apprentice as well. So there's lots of different routes these days.
Yeah, definitely.
And conveyancing just because I liked it.
Yeah.
I like properties. I like nice big houses. Yeah. I like looking at the brochures that the estate agents send you.
Yeah.
So I like all of that. And I just felt comfortable with it. And I like working with clients. I like working with people.
Yeah.
I like being able to help people.
Oh.
That's one of the nicest things about the job.
Yeah, and I think it's very fast-paced as well, isn't it? So it's very...
Extremely fast-paced, yes. Sometimes too fast-paced. But yes, it is very fast, yes.
Yeah. I want to know more about the birthday wheel.
Oh.
Do you?
Oh.
I think we should, what is the birthday wheel?
It's a wooden structure that we had at the old office that I bought, and it's got lots of segments on it, like the Wheel of Fortune. Was it about 20 segments? So they spin
25.
a wheel. Is it 25 segments? And then they spin it, and then whatever it lands on, they win. And we've got a crib sheet, depending on what number it is, as to what prize they win.
So what are some of the other prizes on?
£500, day's holiday. Well, it used to be 500. I think we've reduced it a bit now because it's just everyone kept winning £500. It's like it was magnetic, and the staff were making it stick. So we reduced the cash back. But yeah, vouchers, meals out, bottles of wine, bottle of shampoo, box of tea bags, toothbrush that vary. So it's from really good to really like a bit rubbish, but yeah. So when it's your birthday, you get to spin the wheel. Yeah. So I know part of your role is also helping us out with our Ashby Connect networking event that we have every month. Tell me what you do for that.
So before Ashby Connect, I'm in contact a lot with Katie, who is helping with Ashby Connect while our marketing lead is on maternity leave. And she sends me through the delegate list morning of, and then I go through the delegates, check we've got their lanyards, and if we've not, then make sure we've got extra, make sure we've got spare for when they arrive. Then I head over to our location, which is the beaches in Ashby, set up. We've got...
What's setting up mean? What does that mean?
We've got a tablecloth, lovely Fishers tablecloth that goes on the table. We put up our big sign. So at the front, I put up the Ashby Connect one. And then we've got our Fishers ones for the different things that we do. And then I start signing people in as they arrive.
So we have a register.
And make sure that if they're not on the list, then I get their business name and possibly an email address for sending them updates on the next Ashby Connects. We have a sponsor usually, which is always good because it's nice to hear from other businesses, and it brings people along. It brings people from their background, their business to Ashby Connect, and then we've got more delegates each month building up, which is really good.
And it's grown a lot, hasn't it, since it started?
Definitely.
Yeah,
it's
the
very
register's
busy.
getting
We've had
longer.
a few sellouts now, so it's quite good.
It is. It's very good. And how can people get to Ashby Connect? What do they need to do? Contact you and get put on the list?
We normally have a link, so it's on our website or through LinkedIn, or they can email Katie, who she has the list originally before I get to see it. So
probably the website is the best way.
The website's probably the best way, or LinkedIn, if you've got LinkedIn, to go through there and find the link.
And do they follow Fishers Solicitors on LinkedIn, or has Ashby Connect got its own LinkedIn profile?
Ashby Connect's got its own, so you can... But we do sometimes put it on Fishers as well, so either route's normally great, but Ashby Connect one.
Yeah, thank you. So as you approach the end of your apprenticeship, and hopefully you move on to being in a secretarial role, but where do you see your future in 5 years' time or more? What's the end goal?
I would like to go into conveyancing. Family does interest me a lot, but it's very difficult, I've come to realise, and very complex. So I think I'd like to stick to that route and then just see where my future takes me, really.
Okay, brilliant. So you would like to potentially have your own caseload and run your own files?
Yes, absolutely, definitely.
Well, you probably know from the people that have been here before you that we're very good at supporting people through that journey. We've had a colleague you almost sit alongside who did start as an apprentice and then moved to a secretarial support role and is now just starting off on a paralegal journey and soon to have cases of their own. So we're very keen on promoting staff and bringing them on and mentoring them through and growing our own. Yeah,
there's so many staff now that are on different training courses and a new starter trainee solicitor. So it's just, there's so much progression. You can go anywhere.
Yeah. So finally then, May, what piece of advice would you give to your younger self that you perhaps wish you'd have known?
Not to worry about things. When I was younger, I was very much like, I need to figure out what I want to do and I've got to stick to that. I can't change. And that was probably when I was doing my GCSEs, and then I've changed 3 times into what I want to do.
Have you?
And I wish I just hadn't have worried so much.
Yeah, always works out for the best in the end, doesn't it? Yeah. A lot of people now change their careers, don't they, part way through?
Exactly. You can change your career whenever you like now.
Yeah, and have lots of sideways moves.
Yeah.